So as we know that nowadays we are developing media system. Information and communication is easy in digital age. That's why African voice is coming to the central stage of the world. Now we are thinking about, as Alia and Professor Jagdish and Dr. Henrik told, and Kofi Dunn also told about different part of the G20 summits focus areas. Okay, but point is that how African population is coming up on central stage, because Africa liberated very late, and African policies are always under control of Europe and United Nations and America. So now African people are getting information, equal rights, and equality information system through internet and artificial intelligence. And they are doing well. It is not easy to organize BRICS summit and continuously after that 1 year G20 summit and inviting all diplomats or heads of the state and keeping your own agenda in the central stage. So Africa needs people-centric development. World politics is very high, turbulences are very high, economic disturbances are very high. But what African people need? Equal development to that heights. And African development is very low. Till now, they need food, they need fuel, as Professor Khatri said. They need energy for their development, agriculture. They need their houses. It is so low level that because they didn't get opportunities for the development during last 80 years, their development time is very low, very less. So we cannot compare African countries with America. And American agenda cannot be placed on African countries. So this need to be understand well in multipolar world or bilateral relation or multilateral relation, that development should be human centric for the benefit of people, and how we can make our lives better to live on earth. This should be the agenda. This should be the focus. And now this we can do through artificial intelligence age, because we can get equal opportunities to educate our people, equal opportunities to develop our agriculture opportunities, our energy opportunities, and our international relation from local to global. Because our Prime Minister Narendra Modi always raised this voice, Vasudev Kutumbakam. So means we have to develop our local people towards international development level. So local to global and global to local need to be make balance. And when we will develop our strategies, our policymakers and our developers, that they should think about last mile person at the ground level, then real development will happen. Then really we will say that yes, we are doing equitable development for our sustainable future. So this thing need to be focused by the policymakers. And now, as I am observing during last 10 years, this BRICS summits and G20 and other alliances forums are happening in the world. They are becoming more towards governments. People participation is not very equitable. Government participations are higher, diplomats participation is higher, or some economic and big companies participation is higher. But at the level of people, if we see, this participation is low, because if these are international forums, they should provide opportunity to human centric development and human organization, local organizations, and we should focus on nature. Environment resilience is important, but we are focusing in agriculture, yes or no? We are focusing on smart cities, high rise buildings, but we are not focusing on agriculture. And in agriculture also we are diverting towards corporate agriculture. So one company or one big giant will do the agriculture. He will take small lands of the farmers. So farmers freedom, farmers rights are also going. So we need to care all these natural things in our life. If we will lose the nature, if we will lose the people, then there's no meaning of life on earth. So it is important that scientific technologies and innovation should be useful for the last mile person to live better on this earth. This is my words, and always I focus on human centric development and natural life on earth for our peaceful and happy life.
Indeed, when it comes.
Yes, now reforms are happening and diplomatic alliances also shifting. Now, Russian sanctions created new momentum in the world economic system, because now we can understand Venezuela, Iran, and many other countries, they were suffering from long time. And now Russia is suffering since 3.5 years from the sanction. So now world new reforming countries are thinking what will be their future. So they are thinking more towards bilateral trade, local currency trade, and reforms in their colonial system democratic phases. Now new democratic phase is also developing after digitalization, because people understand their rights, and all countries need to give support to their people to win the democratic system. So before, I think if we divide the world before COVID and after COVID, we can understand that before COVID, democratic system was the hegemony of Western world. And after COVID, when digitalization happened, people understand that they can be controlled by one system, and countries wants to depart from that one hegemony system, and they are diverting towards their own local empowerment of their women, youth, and their villages, agriculture, their local handicraft economy. So nations are understanding, small countries are understanding, and Africa is upcoming economy of the world. It is a continent and whole world understanding. Russia is also making their reforms for the Africa collaboration. India is also making new reforms for Africa collaboration. So world is changing. China is expanding, and China gave very big $1 billion support to Africa infrastructure development. So now world is changing. We are not dependent on United Nations, World Bank, America, or Western world. We are having our own strength to grow. So I think reforms are very important, and we are reforming for our people's development. And South Africa and African continent is playing very important role to grow and to coexist with the existing world.
Absolutely.
So it is important, and I think media and artificial intelligence and digitalization will play very important role for the upcoming economy and upcoming growth of Africa.